Hey guys, welcome back to Advanced Elements. We're back from Ascent Aki. I'm your host David, and as always, the two guys are next to me, Nathan and Christian. And today we're just gonna talk about what happened there, and then go through our drafts, talk about the ban list, and talk about what we feel about PTM. So I guess just going straight into it, Ascent Aki. Yeah, congratulations to
To me,
Nathan. I guess we should probably say that as well for top 80 the
congrats.
event.
Thank you very
And
much. Congratulations to you
um,
guys for both making top 100.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah, thank
I
you,
had a really
thank
good
you.
cook, Nathan. I don't know if you knew about it.
Yeah, had a decent cook. I kind of changed it. I was a bit wild. I put a bit of sauce, a bit of salt and pepper onto mine. I think.
Yeah, it took you far as well.
I didn't
Yeah,
have it ready, but it is here. I do have my. This is the 7th placement. So, very happy.
Nice,
congratulations.
Very
nice.
happy. Fantastic result. Aki went, I think, about as perfectly as it could have. I mean, obviously, can do better, can always win. But top 8 is, you definitely can't complain. It's a fantastic result.
Hmm.
And I think we should probably jump straight into the deck that we brought because we brought a fun one. We were on Wind, Umbra, Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really fun deck. All four of us that were on the list made day two, made top 100. And then obviously very happy that I was able to convert to top 8. It's a really fun deck. There
Mm-hmm.
will be both a deck tech and a tournament report that I'll be posting to this channel at some point, so stay tuned for that if they're not already up. Aside from the deck, which, God, I love the deck so much.
Yeah. I mean,
Any
basically, the history behind it, right, is that you've been wanting to take it to an ascent for a long time, right?
Yeah. So there's a very long story behind it, which is kind of why I don't want to dive too much into it here. But yeah, this has been like my back pocket deck for over a year, and I've been building it, and like it hasn't always been relevant, but like yeah, there have been times where I've brought it,
Yeah.
and I came second in a store champs with it once and won most of the other like events that I've brought it to. The deck is really strong, and I've been workshopping it for a while, and it just keeps getting more tools. And at this point in the game, it's actually quite a good deck, especially into an unprepared metagame, which is we kind of thought that this was a fairly unprepared metagame for it, where we saw people cutting reduces, people cutting zephyrs, and water seeing very little play. Yeah, definitely quite a strong deck, and definitely people don't know how guns work. People have no idea what a gun is, haven't seen one before.
No.
It's like we actually showed up and brought guns to a sword fight because they did not know what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
and of course, all the people who were playing knew what guns did, so it was all good. Um, but no, it was a fun deck, man. It was very fun. Like it's just the good thing about it as well is that it's a fast deck, and so like you can just clean up games so quickly, and it's one of those decks where it's kind of pretty easy to tell when you've lost as well, and you can just be like, okay, pack it up, let's just go to the next one because there's no point in fighting for it. But yeah, I really liked that as well. Like, there's just that games could finish quickly. I would just, finish a match in like literally like 20-ish minutes and be like, cool, trying to get some food, trying to do a food run for the boys, or just relax for a bit.
yeah,
Yeah, it was one of the big things for me about the deck is I just came out of Auckland where I played Winloxum, and that is a deck that goes the time a lot and takes a lot of thought to play. And this deck, like, it has some complex lines, but it's definitely not the most difficult like deck to stay engaged with and play with, and especially over a long 2-day event. That can go really far. So yeah, very happy with the deck. I think it was a fantastic bring to Ascent Aki. I think a lot of us going in kind of thought this is a deck that we can almost certainly make day 2 with. Even if it actually ended up being a bit close for some of us. And it's also a deck that has a chance of having a really good day 1 score, which can maybe convert to a good day 2 score. So,
Mm-hmm.
David put Shimacooks in for some reason, but don't worry about that too much.
After Nathan, David did the best out of the four of us. So yeah, maybe the shimmer
I
cooks were the
got,
answer.
I got, so my, just like, is obviously Nathan's going to do a deck about this and he's going to talk about his deck. My one is a little bit different because my story going to Ascent Archie was a little bit different, in all honesty. I was, after Ascent Auckland, I was pretty annoyed, to be honest, with the whole meta, just because it felt very scissors, paper, rocky. It really, literally just felt like you flip a spirit, and then your opponent just beats you because you're just playing the wrong spirit in a sense. So I was a bit annoyed after that. I actually took a different approach to everybody else. I think everybody else like grinded this deck or tried to grind it when they had a time. I literally just went, I am not playing this deck. I just said to Nathan, can you please send me the list? He sent me the list, and I just looked at it and I went, okay, cool. So the list that I made before he gave me the list and the list he gave me was about 5 cards different. And the 5 cards different included 3 Shimmer Cloak Assassins. And I just said, cool.
Oh, it was just 3?
Just
It was 3.
Oh,
I thought the
you're a
reasons for Shimmer Cloaks-
fraud, David. You're a fraud.
But I will say I wish I had a 4th in the sideboard. I will say I wish I had a 4th Shimmer Cloak in the sideboard. To be fair, Nathan did say to me, he goes, I can see why this card's in the deck, and I can see why you put it in the deck. I will never put this card in my deck. And I said, that is the best compliment I got from everybody else, because everybody else was just telling me, please take this card out. You are an idiot. And
we did give him a lot of shit for that. We like the people playing the deck were just like, take it out, take it out, take it out. But nah, he stuck to his guns. And
I stuck to it.
Yeah.
And he actually won me like 2 games. My build was definitely, how could you say, probably like instant lose to water. My opponent flips to water, I'm like, ooh, I've lost game 1. We'll see how it goes. I managed to win 1 against Genbu once. So take that, Christian.
Damn you.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting because if you talk to the 3 of us, or AJ, who's the 4th player, who I tested with a lot, who ended up on the deck as well, also made top 100. Shout out to him. All of us actually have very different experiences and play styles on the deck.
Yeah.
Like, you know, David is playing Shimmer Cloak, obviously, and he likes to shoot people in the face of interaction. He says, if you have interaction, you have it. I'm gonna shoot you anyway. You know,
I'm a
AJ
fire. I was playing that deck like a spirit of fire.
Yeah.
AJ was playing much slower, and he was saying that he was playing Regal, like Regal Inquisition, like most games that he was playing.
Yeah.
And you know, I was playing it somewhere in the middle. I know Christian also, you were playing it very similar to AJ because your builds were card for card the same.
Yeah.
With like the 4 turbocharge, like going back up charge every game. So yeah, it's really cool how we have the same deck concept, very similar builds. Like my deck is 2 cards different from Christian and AJ's, and it's 5 cards different from David's. And yet the play style and experience is completely different. And I mean, we all got good results. Like we all made Dato. So yeah, definitely a really, really fun deck. Recommend you check it out. And yeah, have a look at the deck tech when that comes out, because there's a lot of tricks. There's a lot of tricks to this deck, and if you don't know them, you won't experience the full power of the deck.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people were really caught off guard by some of the things that is possible within the deck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that.
I think like the surprise factor got us so far. Like it was such a, like you said, no one knows what guns do, and so like people just reading your cards and being like, wait, so this like, what does this do? It does 8 damage, and then oh wait, I take 4 more damage, and oh, I can't level because if I level I die, or like, oh wait, punishing cartridge, I have to sacrifice what, like my dragon, and like, oh what, and then you're just like, yeah, you lose.
Yeah, people like, you play Umbra Tide and they're like, oh wait, this deck can do damage at fast speed? Like, what's going on? A lot of people think that they can tap out to kill you because, you know, they're going for lethal, and they put 4 cards into their memory, and then you play Umbra Tide, and they're just like, oh, guess I die.
Yeah.
So,
When Dyna first got introduced, and we're talking about LC meta, everyone was kind of, I don't know how, I'm guessing people who are watching this felt about Taser Shot, but I'm pretty sure the 3 of us was never a fan of that card. Taser Shot was a card going, God, this card is so broken, it's so annoying. Like, if you get tasered once, you just kind of like get into this mindset of like, I hate this game. This card is so stupid, it's unplayable. The fact that like we took this deck to a set, and like when we taser shot people, and our opponents are laughing while they're leveling. Like I don't know how you guys, where your opponents were. My opponent was laughing. He's like, oh, I take 8 damage.
Yeah, my opponents were like that too.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people were like, I've never seen this before. Like, what is happening to me? Like, it's funny. It's like, oh, I'm just dead. Like, yes, you went to 3 with no cards, but I'm just dead. So I guess it's a fair trade. Like, that's.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that, like, yeah, people that are newer to this game that have only, especially if you only paid attention to the competitive scene and you've only seen the decks that have been relevant in the last 2-3 seasons. Like we've been in water meta for so long that like Diana's been completely unplayable. And people were laughing at me when I told them that I was playing Diana. They were like, "Oh, you're playing like Water Aether with Diana." I'm like, "No, I'm not playing Water Aether with Diana." And like, "Oh, you're playing."
As soon as we say
Fire-
Diana, it was never Win Umbra Diana. It was like, wait, you're playing Diana. Oh, you're playing water. No. Oh, you're playing fire Umbra. No. Oh, you're playing Wind Wake Up. Okay.
Yeah, with Diana.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Playing some
And then you say
Wind
Wind Umbra.
Diana allies. Okay.
Yeah. It's my hey.
Oh, yeah,
Wind
sorry,
Diana
David, yeah.
allies. I'm sorry. Hey. There was one Wind Diana allies.
But yeah.
On record, David played enough allies in his deck that he's technically qualified for the allies tag under Fractal of Insight. So, congratulations for having allies in your deck, I guess. Even though they're like Dungeon Guide, Carter, and Windmill Engineer and Dream Fairy. Like, congratulations, you have allies.
The Shuma Cloak made it. Shuma Cloak was the reason.
But yeah, I'll give a little history on like me and the deck. There is no history. I said, Nathan, AJ, what have you guys been playing? What do you think is going to be good? What are you going to play? And they're like, we're playing this. And I'm like, cool, send me the list. We get to Japan like 3 days before Aki starts. And I'm like, okay, time to get some reps in with this deck. Gotta say, I did not play that deck particularly well, and I still got as far as I did. I think out of the four of us, I did the worst, but I, still made top 100. Just goes to show the power of the deck, even in the hands of someone who's like less experienced.
You also had the most unluckiest matchup out of all of us. Like you did verse like 3 or 4 Gembus, right? I believe.
Yeah, it was three Gembus. Yeah.
3 Gembus.
So yeah, matchup wise, it was a bit annoying as well. Like every time, like I'm just like, I think we're all in between rounds. We're just like, give me the Crux players, give me the bloody Crux players, give me all the Merlins, give me all the Lorraines. Like let me eat them. And then as soon as you match up into like Gembu or Wind Wake Up or like Fire Aggro Suzaku or something, you're just like, where are my Crux players, guys? And I think all the Crux players were like in a particular win, lose, tie bracket. They were all together. So if you were fortunate enough to be in that kind of bracket, you were having a good time.
I versed a lot of, not even just Crux, like I versed the Fire Xander, like Fire Luxem Xander, and I versed this Fire CL deck.
Yeah.
Just
I
got a bit lucky. I would say I got lucky with my matchup spread, I think.
Some
Any of the
matchups
Fire
are free
level 3
wins.
decks? Any of the Fire level 3 decks are pretty... I mean, not... Fire Lorraine...
Well, Lorraine. I think Lorraine was the only one that was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Lorraine can kill you back pretty quickly if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like the rest of them kind of fall over pretty quickly. I remember back in the day, like Serene Loxum had like a playable matchup versus Diana, but that was back when they were playing like Exercise Curse and Excalibur and mainboard and stuff. Nobody's playing Exercise Curse in this metagame.
Yeah, I mean
So-
that was the thing, right? Like we literally took this deck, an old deck, into a big tournament, knowing that half the people there have never played against this deck. Like it is like the surprise factor. Look, props to Nathan for telling us to play this deck. In all honesty, like it was a deck that we all. I decided to play it because I thought this was going to give me the best chance to get a good result.
Get his Pendragon.
Unfortunately, I was probably get my Pendragon because
Gets 4 Pendragons, so...
I got 4 Pendragons now, thanks to you guys, and AJ. Like, I decided to just, I get my 1 Pendragon here, and I'll buy Christian's, I'll buy AJ's, and I'll buy Nathan's, all the Wind Diner plays, and now I've got a playset of Ghost of Pendragon, which is great.
He's a happy man.
I am a very happy man. My wallet isn't, but I'm a happy man. Props to Nathan for
good job with the
figuring
deck.
that out, and congrats. It shows as well. He's played the deck more than all of us, and he managed to take it to top 8. And well, the rest of us just kind of bubbling a little bit, I guess, in a sense. So
yeah, I think
it is what it is.
At the beginning of day 2, we all had the chance of making top 8. It was very hard. Like we were just like, okay, we can't actually. Well, a lot of us couldn't actually lose a game. I lost my first game in the beginning, and I was like, okay, well, I'm already out, so I just got to play for top 100. And things happen on day 1 for me. Like I could have like if I told you guys before, but if I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but if I pushed a bit harder with like particular like rulings or like how things should have been resolved in terms of matches, I feel like I could have gotten a win, but. It's fine. Like, I'm still pretty satisfied with my result in the end.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Also, sorry. Also, I got to be on TV and
Oh,
show
yes,
Again.
is
the
that a
deck.
stream game?
You've been on stream the most out of all of us, haven't you? I think.
I've been on stream 3 times, 3 or 4.
Three
Something like that.
times. Yeah,
Yeah, you
you've
were the
been.
only one of us that went on stream, and I'm actually pretty disappointed that I didn't end up playing
Dude,
on
me
stream once.
too.
Like, I mean, look, they can pick whatever stream they want, it's fine. But I kind of thought like the Win Diana winning in for top 8 would have been like a hype stream game. I kind of thought my quarterfinals would have been a hype stream game. But maybe they looked at my quarterfinals and was like, oh, Umbra Diana will win against Fire Lorraine, so we can put them on in semis or something. And then I lost in quarters, so you know.
I mean, it does happen, right? Like sometimes it just that's the
Yeah,
case.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually, I think these guys. The only one that these guys didn't want to be on stream is probably me. Because if I go on stream and I won, I said to them like, if I go on stream and I manage to win, like I am just gonna like slide with the shimmer cloak,
Shimmer
being,
cloak,
like the best. Yeah,
shilling.
I would have been like, yeah, like shimmer cloak. I think it's a really great card. So
But yeah,
I think it would have
It's
been
funny, Christian. You went on stream early in the day. It was like round 3. And I think Dan calls out in our list, main deck down calls out that you're playing 4 turbocharge. And one of the 2 cards that's different between our lists is that I'm playing 3 turbocharge because I'm not crazy. Everyone that I play against that is like heard about the Wind Diana deck is like, oh, every time I play turbocharge, it's like, oh, it's okay, he's playing 4 turbocharge, and I'm like, I'm not playing 4 turbo. Like,
See, people don't get mad at me. They're like, understandable. Have a nice day. If they find out you're on 3, they're like, what?
I mean, like 3 turbo is still a good amount of turbo, but like,
Yeah.
everyone just assumed that I was on 4 because the Wind Diana deck is playing 4 turbo.
It is funny, like when you have like I guess a known player next to you, like or your friends and stuff like that, and they kind of watch your game, and then like they snap back, and then it's like you have no influence, and you're level 3, and they've got 2 curses, and you're like, what the hell's just happened
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
game? Like it was kind of funny
100%.
because round one, I was sitting next to Min. What do you Min from Creative Shop, which is a good friend of ours as well. And he saw our list and he's just like, what the heck? He just like snapped back. And then I was finishing in about like 10 minutes and he's like, what the heck? Like,
Yeah. We
So it
we
was
got that
kinda like-
reaction a few times. Well, I got it as well. Someone's just like, are you
I
on
got it as
Wing
well.
Diana? And I'm like, hell yeah, I am. And
the amount of times people picked up Diana level 1 and he goes, what does this do? And I'm like, nothing. This card does nothing.
I'm a
at the
19
moment.
health champion. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, no, but no, it was definitely good. It was definitely cool. But you know, I want to give also credits to the other guys who did well in this event. You know, I guess Raylam for taking it out, playing good old favorite Fire Lorraine. You know, doesn't matter. 700-man tournament, Fire Lorraine still takes it out at the end.
Yeah.
Even in a bad matchup, in what we think is a bad matchup in the final.
I'll say-
And
So Ray Lam is a fantastic player. In my games against him, he played really well. But at the same time, he was like chosen to win this tournament because he had some crazy pulls. Like if you just watch the grand finals, like at the
Yeah.
end, if you just watch the last turn or the last 2 turns, you're just like, oh my god, like Pulse is just going to annihilate this guy. Like,
yeah.
and then the crystallization comes out, and you're like, oh, it's over.
over the
It's
other
over the
way.
other way.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Pulse again, a local player of ours came second. Nick.
Yep.
He's done. We should give him a bit of credit as well. Like he's done really well with Wind Dragon, our biggest nemesis down here in Sydney. Bloody Dragon Ball Shenlong, whatever we want to call that stupid deck. Back-to-back top 8s. You know, it's showing that he's been practicing a lot as well. Like just showing that, you know, Sydney do have good players and he's been able to convert to 2 top 8s in the last
Yeah.
2. So congrats to him as well.
To add on top of that, yeah, Nathan and Nick basically put us on the map again. You know, we didn't get the win, unfortunately, but, you know, we're here to show that, you know, Australia ain't no slouch when it comes to these games. A decent amount of us Aussies did make it to at least day 2, like, what's it called? Conversion-wise. And, yeah, I'm really happy with all our results. Yeah, Nick plays a lot. I don't know if he's still number 1 in the world in terms of
Elo.
He grinds the
plays
crap
quite
out
good.
of the game with AJ, our other mate, and it shows. Also, but Advanced Elements, guys, I think we put ourselves on the map as well. You know,
A little bit, yeah.
You know, it would have been sad if one of us didn't make day 2, or if one of us didn't make top 100 at least.
Yeah.
But we all did.
This is the first time that all 3 of us have made day 2 at the same event. Every other event, it's been 2 day 2s and 1 out.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Melbourne was... I don't know what you guys were cooking in Melbourne, but something happened over there.
We don't
But
talk about
otherwise,
it.
it's always been 2 out of 3. So...
And it is also the first time since we've became a group, not a team. We don't have jerseys yet. That we attended an event together because Christian couldn't make it to Ascent Auckland. So it's the first time we all day 2 an event. It's the first time we represented advanced elements in an event. As all 3 of us were there. It's the first time we played the same archetype at a big event. That's
true.
Also true.
the big-
It's
Also
true.
yeah.
Our best
we've
collective
never-
results so far in the biggest
We've
event
never-
of the game.
So it was definitely a good time. We really enjoyed it. I had a great time at the event. Not just because like we all did well kind of thing, but you know the people that we met and talked to, like you know we got like Lifter Seal, like Sean from TM32. We talked to obviously our usual Apex guys. We had the New Zealand crew as well. Yeah, it was just a great time. I had a fantastic time in Ascent Aki, in all
Aside from
honesty.
results, aside from playing, like the best part of these events is always catching up with people. Huge shout out to Main Deck Dan. He talked about us on the Recollection tab. If you haven't if somehow you're not subscribed to Main Deck, go subscribe to their channel. They put out some of the best, most consistent Grand Hive content. So check
Somehow,
them out.
if you're subscribed to us and not Main Deck, you guys are weird.
If you're
Please
one of,
subscribe
like,
to both.
yeah, whoever you are, if you exist, I don't think you exist, but if you do, go check them out. Go subscribe to them because yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, we talked to Dan for a bit. Also talked GA. Christian's game on
Talked
screen
GA, yes,
was
yes.
against
Oh yes, yeah, against Foam.
Yeah.
against
Yeah,
Foam.
talked
Talked
to Eva and
GA.
Foam. Yeah, that was cool as well.
I had a nice
He's
chat
really
with Foam throughout the game and before the game. I was kind of like gushing to him about sound and like mixing and engineering basically in terms of like the channel. And I'm just like, man, I really am jealous of like your sound engineering, essentially your sound setup. And he's like, wow, this is like the first time anyone's ever like just talked about the sound before. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm the editor of the group, so like that kind of stuff appeals to me.
You do get along with the other editors in the other groups. I do notice that. It was just like,
Yeah,
yep,
kind of.
this is.
And then I
I
shot
think you do.
Foam in the face. And then,
I mean, to be fair, he shot you first. Well,
He
no,
did.
You shot him first.
no,
no, I shot him
No,
no, he
first,
shot you back
and then he
really
shot me.
hard,
He
and then
shot
he
me
shot you
back really, really hard. Yeah, I was so dumb.
No,
and
but
like,
it was
yeah. Actually, sorry, just want to mention that with that match because it was really fun. The first game, like like you said, I shot him hard, and then he shot me 10 times harder. And after that, I was like talking to him. I was like, I shouldn't have put curses on you. And he's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have. And then, you know, in the end, I realized that whoever gets to 3 wins. So you just get to 3 as fast as possible and you just shoot them in the face. Really cool interaction with rapid reload as well. I think that made the casters get hype as well. Dan talks about it.
What's
as
that
well.
card? What's that
Yeah.
card? I don't know what that card is.
Yeah.
That wasn't in my deck.
It's just so funny because Christian, he goes to level 3 with literally 1 card in hand and he banishes everything in memory because that's what the deck does. And it just happens to be like, everyone's like, oh, like, it's over. Like, he's only got 1 card in hand. Like, what can he do? And it's just the 1 card that actually does something in the position. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I
well
ripped it. I
done.
ripped it on that turn as well. As soon as I ripped it, I'm like, I got this. Like before that, I was like, I'm dying to reduce, but then I was like, yes. Aside
It
from
was,
that, Ascent Aki, I'm gonna be realistic. It's not all like butterflies and rainbows. The event itself, in terms of like waiting
really
times, yeah, it was a really long event, and due to like certain circumstances, we weren't able to have a lunch break in between. So we were just like scrambling to get any type of nourishment in between games. And thank God we played this deck, because if we were playing other decks that took longer, I don't think I would have made it, honestly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really kind of brutal, some of the scheduling. And also, like, one of the things, like, because this is not really an admin issue, but just like one of the things that I've always really enjoyed about these events is like, between rounds, you just walk around the venue and it's really easy to run into people. and be like, oh, hey, like, how you doing? This event, like, people were upstairs, downstairs, everyone was waiting outside, but outside was freezing cold, people were wandering off to do things. Like, it was actually really difficult to find anybody. And, like, even finding, like, your own group of friends is, like, we kind of ended up, like, always meeting, like, outside the front area. But
It became our meeting spot. Like we did say, like, let's just meet here. This is the easiest place. This is where we're meeting.
Yeah.
yeah, the social aspect of the Ascent for this one felt lower to me than most of the other Ascents that I went to. Even though it was still a lot of fun, I mostly spoke to people that I knew, and it was much harder to run into people like that I had played in earlier rounds. Even the people that like, if you wanted to like, if you saw people that was like harder to find time to talk to them because the event was so hectic, so busy. The queues for everything was so long because there was just so many people. Between rounds, if you wanted to go to the Ascent shop, like I hope you packed up your round quickly because otherwise the queue there is half hour. Or something.
Impossible.
Yeah, I think it's like the going downstairs. I remember going there and I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice when there's no people. Yeah, it was pretty crowded. Speaking of the Ascent store, there was one of my favorite times in this event is when I got a chance to do the Mad Hatter.
All right, be right back. I've heard this story like at least 18 times.
Because I thought, like, I just want to say, this Mad Hatter thing, apparently there's meant to be a strategy behind this. Apparently it's meant to be hard.
But not for
apparently it's
David.
meant to be, if you have 10 turns, you should be able to figure out where each piece is meant to go.
But so, what is the game, David? Explain.
So what it is that there's 5 tea ornaments or tea cups and items, and they sort them out in order. And that gets hidden, and then you have 10 attempts to solve this by putting these pieces in order. So me and my big brain had a strategy going in. I had a couple of attempts. At a point I got 2 and they just became 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It got to a 0 at a point. It got to a point where the two girls actually got confused.
Yeah, he actually confused them. Like he must have put it on his head or something, and they're just like, "What is this guy doing?" Like, can he just hurry up and play the game?
And they got confused. And then they looked at each other. And they're like, no, it's 1, right? And they looked at it again. They go, yes, it is 1. We're sorry, it's 1. And that threw me completely off. I had this plan, magical plan.
He had a big plan. It was such a big plan that he can't explain it, but he had a plan.
I had a plan, and they thought I was probably the biggest idiot they've ever seen today. And I just said, you know what? I think this is where this thing goes. And I said that 5 times. They looked at each other, and they said I was correct. If you look at their faces, they were like, this idiot somehow solved this puzzle without thinking. Is he a genius? For me, that was like a really, really funny moment because that represents that I am a fire player. Like the more I think about this game, the more I suck. I just send it.
This guy, and we were all like, how the hell did he make it that far? How the hell did he make it?
It's just not fair sometimes. It's just not fair. But I'll say so. One of the funny things about like us as players, a team, whatever you want to say, the only reason that we're finally playing the same deck is because this deck is enough of a fire deck to trick David into playing it, and it's enough of a wind deck to convince me to play it as well. Christian's a bit flexible; he'll play whatever. So
He'll play
this is
both,
this is the only reason that we're able to play the same deck is because it's both a fire and a wind deck. It's like Schrodinger's element deck.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Who knows
Yeah.
what this deck is?
Probably won't happen again for a while.
Oh,
Good luck finding another deck that we can both play.
yeah. Dino is a champion I think we all can kind of come together for. I don't think there's a lot of champions that makes us do that. I don't think.
Aside from that, anything else you want to add to the Aki event wrap up?
For me, that's it. Is like shout out, Weebs, congratulations! Like you ran the biggest event, and you guys did a great job. Like what you said, it wasn't 100% smooth, but at the end, it finished. Like day 2 ended at 9-10 o'clock, which is, I guess,
Kind of reasonable.
it's reasonable considering a 680 man event. Congrats to all the Sydney guys and even the Melbourne guys who day 2, like from Australia. Like we had a lot of conversions. It was good to have like all of us who traveled from Sydney. Like we managed to spend some time together afterwards, even before the event, after the event, like people traveling. I just want to say like it was good. It was awesome spending time with all of you. So that's what I've got to say.
I think for me, really nice country. First time I went to Japan, I had a lot of fun. Spent a lot of money. I told myself like I'm going to Japan. Like, first time in Japan, don't worry about the money too much. Figure it out when you get back, and that is a dangerous thing. I was like, anyone going to Japan, that is a dangerous thing to tell you. I
He
spent a
really
lot
didn't
of
worry
money.
about the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and
really
honestly,
thankful at the present, Nathan. By the way, that was a really nice present. By the way,
yeah,
so
no worries. And honestly, like, thank God the trade night thing, like, there was no trading going on at Aki because the money that I spent wasn't on cards. I don't even bad thing. I spent a lot of money. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to buy in Japan, and I think there's stuff for everybody. Like, especially if you're someone that is into this game, you probably enjoyed anime or the anime art style, and there's definitely a lot of that in the home country. And then also seeing other parts of Japan. Went to Fukuoka, went to Yufuin, which is like an onsen place. First time I went to an onsen, which was definitely fun. Definitely recommend going if you haven't been. I think it's one of the few countries that uh, normally I'm pretty good at clearing through things at countries, but this is one of the few times I left a country and thought like there were things in the cities that I went to that I didn't get done that I would like to do. So,
Yeah.
one of the few countries that is like on the list of places that I would go back to, maybe even soon. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's
it's
good.
definitely
Yeah.
got that effect on people. I've never seen a person that's gone to Japan and been like, oh yeah, I did everything. It's like impossible to do everything that you want to do the first time.
Yeah, you got to go back like 4 or 5 times, like I did.
Yeah, or live there like we did.
No, but yeah, no, definitely. I think unfortunately I wasn't able to travel with these guys as well. So I guess my one is I stayed in Tokyo, set up camp there, and caught up with a lot of my friends. When I was living there and things like that. So that was good. I was able to do that. A lot of drinking and a lot of eating for me, to be honest.
Yeah, a
So
lot of drinking.
yeah, I actually went drinking like a lot of the nights towards the last week. Wasn't good, like to be honest. I was just like, oh god, I'm dying, but
It's
is what it
fine.
is.
You're on a
I had to,
holiday.
I have to punch through it. But yeah, like I think next time I want to go back to Japan, I do want to travel around a little bit more. I do want to go, out west, go to Fukuoka, follow these guys, get their advices, places to visit, and things like that. So, but yeah, overall, it was a great trip for me. Happy to be back as well, though. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back, but I'm not happy with this weather. Like, this stupid 30-degree plus weather. Like, nah, get me out of here.
30
Yeah.
degrees every day. It's pretty bad down here.
Yeah.
All of us actually got back relatively recently. Like, Christian and I got back as of recording, 3 days ago. David's even more recent, like 1 or 2 days. So, yeah, we stayed after the trip, which means that I feel super underprepared for all of the PTM stuff. But I guess we'll definitely get into that when we dive more into.
Basically, for me, I love Japan. Always will have a reason to go back. I love the food. I love the culture. People are great. There's always something new. I always make it my business to go to places I haven't been to before because I've done the whole Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka thing plenty of times. If there's another GA event in Japan, I think I'll go. I think I'll go to like most, if not all of them, if they are in Japan. Not sure how often that's going to be. We'll see in the future.
Yeah.
And David, I heard you played in the locals, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I played all right. I played. I went 0-3. I absolutely got destroyed in locals. Yeah.
With
No,
the
I went
Diana
to.
deck?
I went to one. No. I was playing Vanitas.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to one of the locals. I think Evo. Probably one of the most known locals. We've met the owners before. Masa-san, I think. We met him a couple of times. I think the person who was running the event was Hachiko, who I believe won Ascent. Was it Kuala Lumpur? He won with Water Fractals Diana. I just remembered that.
I
It
remember
was
that
the
event.
Orb of Hubris. The
Yeah.
Orb of Hubris player. So met him. Really nice guy. Met the Japanese community. It was really really cool. They're very very nice. There was actually a person that was I think after the event was trying to play the Win Diana deck kind of thing, and I was like, oh, maybe Regal is a good card. Like it was the only time I saw it, and I'm like, maybe Regal was a good card, kind of thing. But it was good. I managed to chat with him and kind of have a talk with him. I think, yeah, it was probably kind of funny because like I was just losing every game, and then they're like, oh, I was like, oh yeah, cool. He's like, did you play Ascent? I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, how'd you go? I'm like, oh, I came 29th, and they were like, this idiot,
This guy.
you suck. No, but no, I'm just joking about that. But it's the first time I kind of had interaction with Byfall as well. He was there at the event.
Oh.
At the locals. Asuna was there as well, and Sano was there. So
Oh. Wow.
those
Okay.
three were
So
there.
other players were there too.
yeah, there was like, I think there was like 20 odd players, and I think like legitimately like half of us were foreigners, like Taiwan players and things like that. So no, it was good. It was good. We managed to, yeah. So they do a best of one there, so you just lose one game and you just go next and get out of there. So it was very quick. It was very quick, quick and painless. That's the way I put it. 0-3, quick and painless. Lost the elo. Goodbye.
No gold for you, David. Yeah, I mean, overall, another thing about just from the event itself, I think it was a, I don't know, would you call it a success?
I mean, it is. Yeah. I mean, like we got two players, and two players from our locals made the top 8. I mean,
No,
that's
I mean
considered a
not for
success.
us, but like I mean a success. The event itself, like trying to advertise GA in Japan and things like that.
I think it is. Like, I mean, a lot more stores are like picking it up. I was actually using the backpack, the Nationals backpack, the whole time. And I remember just going shopping around Aki, and a guy literally stopped me, asking me where I got that backpack from because he wanted it. And he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's from that event." And he's like, "Oh okay." And he's like, "Yeah, I heard about the game. I want to play it," kind of thing. I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool. Come check it out," kind of thing. And yeah, like I think a lot of people kind of paid a bit of more attention to it, right? I don't know. I don't know if you. Well, actually, sorry, you weren't at the Merlin opening Rico deck, but I know people were walking past and like asking like, what are you guys waiting for? What is this? And then they had the banners, the posters and stuff. So I thought it was pretty good. I think it will, like, GA as a game will pick up way more in Japan. Like Fab took its time, but now there's a dedicated store for Fab, and I think like GA can match Fab. I would give it a success. I would say it's a success.
Yeah, I mean, I heard from Flon that like the sales are doing really well, better than Lorcana. So
Yeah.
good for GA. That's it, I think, for the Japan adventure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, many more to come.
All right. So let's move on.
Now,
Are we ready?
for the best part of the show?
So moving on, we're gonna talk about our draft and the results of this DTR season.
So
So
with Ascent Akihabara over, that's the last Ascent of the season.
pass it on.
And at this point, PTM has already come out. So we can pull up the results of the DTR draft, which, yeah, I mean, the results have been over for a while, but let's have a look at the Aki only results. And somehow, some way, it's exactly the same as every other Ascent so far.
Somehow, by some miracle.
Some miracle. And like, I mean, we can move past this pretty quickly because there's only so much to say. Yes, I'm still lost.
I want to bask
Yes,
in
Christian
this.
still wins. I'll go back
Right.
and pull up the results for the entire season. So this is the results for all the Ascents, based on the rules that we started out with. And it's not close. There are actually 3 tiers of players, and there's huge gaps between all 3 of us.
Since I won the draft, the person who lost the draft, the person with the lowest points, must play a deck of the winner's choice in the next store champs.
Well, you make it. You make his choice. Yeah, you make the deck.
So I was the winner, so I get to build a deck for the player who came last, and I believe that was Nathan, and have fun on Water Diana. Yeah.
As long as the list is good, I'll play it.
Okay.
And if the list is bad, I'll still play it because I have to.
Exactly. Or, now that the new set is out, maybe some Wind CL Vacuous Servants.
Alright, whatever it is, it'll be fun. Okay.
All I would like,
literally.
literally, I think if I was like, yeah, if I won, I would have picked Nathan to play a spirit that he doesn't own, a CSR spirit.
This is why I have such low elo. Okay, I go to all these events. I have terrible elo, and it's because I'm too busy. Anyway,
I wouldn't make
I'm
Nathan
okay.
play fire. I'm not that much of an evil person.
I'll take it. Thank God he won and not David. Holy,
Bro, I would have.
we dodged the worst timeline. This is the second worst timeline, but we dodged the worst timeline. So I'll take it.
I think if you ever come last, which might be a possibility this time around, maybe there's a chance.
There's always a possibility.
Unless you're Dodo Bird, unless the Dodo Bird gets you there. I think seeing you play like Crocs would be amazing.
David, has anyone told you that you might be a bad person?
You saw
You've
me
never
play
played at
Crux.
a big event.
Do you remember you saw me play Crux
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
first time like a few months ago, right? And I
Yeah,
told
but it was
you,
just like at a locals where you switch deck one round. You had one round of Crux, and you're like, I don't ever want to touch this deck ever again. I don't want to touch this deck with a 10-foot pole.
very true, very true. Don't do it to me, David, please. Three of Hearts. Three of Hearts became the fifth most played card in the draft. Did you expect that, Nathan?
So yeah, that's the biggest most interesting takeaway here is I think Three of Hearts is actually the highest scoring fire card. It was the last picked fire card of the three.
Yep.
But because Ryle got banned, Three of Hearts actually ends up outperforming. And so first picking Ryle is actually a big mistake.
No.
If you wanted to first pick Ryle, as far as the results played out, first picking Ryle would be a mistake because you can pick Three of Hearts and get more points.
Okay.
So first picking like Luminal Guide or even Evercurrent Radar would have been a better choice than first picking Ryle either. Because if you think about like the difference between Evercurrent Radar and the second best water card, which is so yeah. So like picking Evercurrent Radar is really good.
Move on. Move on.
So like and the same thing for like if you look at like Inert Sword versus Looking Glass, like both of them scored very similarly, right? So like picking either of those first doesn't really make sense. Luminal Guide really outperformed with the next best norm card, which is actually no, Luminal Guide and Undying Dreams is also close. So yeah, like the best first pick is probably Evercurrent Radar as far as difference to the next best water card.
Yeah.
Which is really
Just-
really interesting. As a
Just want to say, guys, I think win is a good element in this draft. It scored a total of 2 points. He got two. That was my first pick, and he scored me 2 points.
let me just check what the how much did what was it called? The
Longtail.
Longtail? How much did Longtail get?
I mean,
I don't know.
it had to have gotten at least I'd say 20 points.
It would be about 15, 20, I would say.
Give me just 1 minute, I'll find it.
I think the
Longtail
card-
Goodsword got 57 points over the course of the draft.
Holy crap.
I think the cards that we kind of obviously this is the first time we're doing it, but I think regretful non-picks. I would probably say Regal Inquisition is definitely one.
100%.
That's the biggest one for sure.
Yeah.
I think Fluffy Shopkeep was another one.
Shopkeep for sure as well.
Oh, Shopkeep
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
So,
so I
okay.
think those two.
On record, so Regal Inquisition would have gotten 192.
Jeez.
Yep.
Cheshire Cat would have gotten 151.
Oh wow.
That's another one. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. Fluffy Shopkeep would have gotten 192.
Yeah.
So
Okay, close to
yeah, there's some
200. Yeah.
big misses. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember us talking about Cheshire Cat and well, not Regal and not Shopkeep either. We didn't have.
Well, we
those-
talked about it. We talked about it because we kind of like the first time we all kind of screwed up the advanced element. Like the Regal aspect was advanced element, and Cheshire was a norm.
Yeah.
Like we kind of screwed that whole thing up.
Cheshire being norm and Regal being advanced element were both things that we.
Yeah.
We were more well prepared, except for Christian.
Yeah. I'm still gonna win. It's okay.
You might with one card.
And he might.
Not bad. Not bad. Only
Humpty Dumpty.
one of my
Humpty
cards
Dumpty.
didn't perform, and that's it. Just Purging Tempest, but I never thought Purging Tempest was gonna be played anyway. So
My one card was Rivulet Adjutant, and I in hindsight I should have gone for the 3/4.
I was told that Fleeting Guard would see play in the Spectre deck, and it did not. It did not.
It might see play now.
it's crazy that Fleeting Guard saw 0 play.
Well,
Yeah,
that card was only going to see play if Ryle was in the format. That's one thing.
But it was in the format.
No. Like after, I think if the meta developed, I think it could have seen some play if Ryle was still in the format. But let's not talk about that card again
Sure,
because
sure.
we're done. We're done with that card. That card is gone permanently, right, guys?
Apparently not.
That card is gone permanently. Surely, no. Is that a good segue to our next topic?
Yeah.
It's Phantom Monarchs, new season, new decks, new ban lists. So there's one change to the category 1 in the ban list, which is Polaris is no longer on it. You might have noticed that a card in category 1 has moved to category 2, which is Mercenary's Blade. And from the feedback I'm hearing from people, this is a very scary thing. But I think the biggest news out of all of this is that we have a new Proxia card. Yay! It is called Mantle of the Abyss. it is a 0-cost Regalia, Cleric Robe, Alice bonus, costs 3, and it says Banish Mantle of the Abyss. Generate a Rile the Abyss card and put it into your memory.
What is this card? What is this card called? Mantle of David?
David will be playing Fire Alice.
Yeah, so coming into PTM, a lot of people were saying Merkblade is going to get banned. And David, the delusional man that he is, said 2 things. He said, 1, Merkblade won't get banned. 2, they're going to unban Rile the Abyss.
We can't let him keep getting away with this.
I don't know who he talked to at Arky. I don't know, like, which dev he, like, is bribing. Like, Cylinder, like, blink twice if David's got your family hostage or something. Like, what is going on? This is the timeline we live in.
When I'm right, everyone seems to hate it. I can see this pattern. When I'm somehow right, which is kind of a lot of the times apparently, people seem to hate it. But I like this change.
I actually was on the boat that I think Merkblade was not going to get banned as well. But
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Sure thing, buddy.
is it too late to say that?
Yeah.
Really easy to say now, huh? Really easy to say now.
But I never saw this Proxia thing coming.
I've been abused, spat on when I said Merkblade shouldn't be banned, guys.
Look, I'll say this is not as bad as unbanning Rile the Abyss, right? Because you can't play it turn 1. You have to be level 1. You have to get this Regalia out. It is like a backup dodder because you do +1 because you generate it into memory, so you get the extra influence, and then you recollect it, you draw, and then you can play it. But you know it's arguably worse than Rile being unbanned because the Rile player will always draw it on turn 3 no matter what. And if you really want to, you can turn 1 Ignis to Alice. And so your first materialize can be this. And you can Rile on turn 2 if you really. Of course, then you've played Ignis, and so I don't know what your Rile value is. I guess you're playing Spectres, and you're actually playing Spectres. But like, yeah, this Rile not being able to be played in a level 3 deck is like that's the big thing, right? We're not going to see Luxum or Lorraine or CL Rile pitch a million value and then go to level 3 and kill you. No one's going to play level 1 Alice, Rile, Innovate Fury, and then go up to CL. Like, that's not happening.
No, this is a fine change. I think this is probably what they intended for Rile to be. Obviously, it should have been like an Alice only card from the beginning. You know, can't make changes like that to a card after it's been released. So next best thing, Proxia's Vault. And this is a fine change. Like, I don't mind this card at all. I think this card is absolutely fine.
Can I just add a little bit to this?
Yeah, go on, mate.
A little bit.
Yeah, go on.
Just like, I wish it just says generate 4 Rile the Abyss and shuffle them into your deck. Just hear me out.
Okay, but that card's worse, right? Like, that card's not as good as this card. I think adding 1 to your hand is much better than 4 to your deck.
Okay, fine. How about you just say generate 1, put into your memory, and shuffle 3 into your deck?
Oh no.
That's
like, is it that broken? Is it that broken?
It's probably not that broken. I just don't want to live in that world.
Not right.
When you get 4 Riles again, like, because if you play this and then you generate 1, you shuffle in 3, you recollect, you draw, and you play Rile, and you go, oh, second Rile. Like, people will get so tilted.
We definitely would not get tilted.
You won't. Yeah, of course you won't. Yeah. This is like when you draw your 4th Ghost of Pendragon, you don't get tilted. Yeah, sure. Like, I get that part.
Just saying, like, I think might not be that bad. I don't know. It'll be good. I think it'll be good for the game.
If this happens, by the way, if this card gets eroded, okay, like, I'm taking it as proof that David has got someone hostage. Okay, because there's no way this change is happening.
I do think this card. Again, this is my next hot take. I do think this card is going to lead to the Nico card to generate an Icebound Slam.
It could.
Yeah. I feel like this is like the test. I feel like this is the test. They're just testing it with Rile. But look, personally speaking, is this good? I don't know. I don't think it's good enough, personally.
Can we generate Baby Grey Slime?
Oh.
Alright, we're done here. We're moving along.
Can we generate
Next
Reckless
topic.
Conversion? Please? Can I hide it under? I want to hide it under Grail, and when level 3, and then get Reckless Conversion. Oh, that'd be so sick.
All I'm saying is, this card is fine, guys. Yeah, we should just keep it as it is. We're not going to go generate different cards in the game. I think, look, I'm happy with one, Rile the Abyss. Yeah, no, but in all honesty, I don't know. I'm not sure about this card. Is it good enough? It just feels a bit too slow. Feels like it, but...
I mean, it's definitely just for a dedicated Alice Spectre deck.
Well, like the thing with this is that like it might make fire the Spectre level 3. I mean the level 2 Spectre deck, right?
Yeah.
Because this card kind of brings consistency into your hand. Like that's what it does. Take a turn off, bring this out, recollect, draw, play Rile the Abyss, pitch that card, level up to 2, and then put it underneath, and then you're
like
fine, and your engine's online.
At the end of the day, it's still a backup charger. So if you're gonna run any backup charger effect, you're gonna run this one if you're playing Alice, right? So it'll see play. It's not gonna break anything. Like it's definitely not ridiculously strong. But it'll see play for sure.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give that a go. I mean, fire Alice. Why not? It's definitely a deck I want to try out. So
yeah, there's definitely good cards in that deck. Like Incinerator Templar is really, really good. Bill,
Bill,
very strong card.
well, that's the thing. Like I think when we're talking about Templar, it's like Templar is good, but it means like you're a level 1 deck.
Yeah,
You can't go to the Umbra level 2, right? So maybe it is like we don't know. It could be there could be something there.
Level 1, level 2. It's hard to say. Maybe they're both viable. Who knows?
yeah.
Chop.
But overall, like I like this kind of design philosophy where there's banned cards, but they clearly this just shows me that they clearly didn't want Rile to be banned, and like they really wanted it to be like part of the game, but we as players are just so tunnel vision on a crazy draw engine that they had to get rid of it, otherwise it would just stay played forever. But I just like how this is a nice little workaround to cards that are, banned, but now you can still see them. It will be interesting going forward to see if they do other things, like you said, David, like Nico Icebound Slam or something like that later down the line.
It just seems like it's something one of those things. But yeah, I think this is a check, right? We want to see if this is too slow or not. If this is like a proper change and it will be okay, I think they'll make more of these kind of cards. But I think if it's too slow, then maybe.
I think arguably, like, if they could go back in time, maybe they would have just put a class bonus or a champion bonus on Rile the Abyss. I mean, it's hard to put a class bonus on it because then it's like, oh, Arasana gets access to Rile the Abyss and no one else gets access to it. And it probably didn't make a lot of sense at the time because when they released DTR, Alice was only Chessman Alice, right? They didn't have Spectre Alice. Might have been a bit spoilery. I don't know if the lore got into how dark Alice was going to go.
I think a lot of people who know about the Alice in Wonderland story seems like to know that she kind of goes dark in it or something. I don't know. Like I don't know the story. I think
apparently in the sequel to Alice in Wonderland, she goes evil. I didn't know about this though, but yeah, she does.
Okay. I think if you put Alice bonus on Rile the Abyss, I would have been like, why the hell can Alice play this? Like this Chessman command deck has got Alice bonus on Rile the Abyss.
Yeah.
I would have felt really weird about that. But
there was definitely something.
But maybe
about
it's
it.
Merlin Alice.
Maybe.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
But looking back, it just like this just feels like exactly Rile the Abyss with Alice bonus stamp on it, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. So that's the proxy card. So now just moving on, we don't really need to talk about Polaris being removed because I think that's fine, right? We're saying Polaris as a 1 cost is fine now.
Sure.
It's interesting because Arasana actually got really, really close to making top 8 at Aki.
Yeah,
It was actually doing pretty well when I thought the 1 cost change would hurt it a lot. But yeah, definitely that card is no longer needs to be.
Well, when you talk to Aqua about it, like Aqua being probably the best Ari player alongside Bailey, I guess I would say, is I know when I spoke to Aqua about it, he said like I wouldn't say it's a nerf, it's more like a change kind of thing. Like he didn't look at it as a nerf. That's the one thing you said
I
to
think
me.
that's super cool. I think there are like some things that like obviously you can't get reduced to Ashdol Mustang anymore. But aside from that, like hitting one card is so painful for that deck. So painful. I think it's a pretty significant decrease in power.
Mm,
Is it like strictly negative? No, but like it's definitely a drop in power.
yeah.
But then again,
But
in the
I think the
metagame,
card is fair now, right? We will say that card is fair now. Moving
yeah,
on one
yeah.
Sure.
Well,
cost.
because the big problem with Polaris was that it was so much free value. Like you rip it out, and if your opponent reduces it, they lost a card. Like
Yeah.
it was so if they fractalize it, like yeah, that's not great
You
for
get a
game plan, but
fractal as
like
well,
you
yeah.
still get a fractal. Like it was always just free value. In it's almost like lost providence, right? But like instead of drawing a card, your opponent like loses a card.
Yeah.
Speaking of free value, then Workblade.
So
This
Merplay
card's
moves to
free.
Cat 2, and a lot of people were expecting it banned because, I mean, look, we won't beat around the bush. There's a card called Ghost of Pendragon. It interacts with Regalia.
Nani?
Merkblade, you activate it, you combo -1 prep counter, get Merkblade, play Ghosts, send Merkblade back, draw 2 cards, -1 prep counter, bring Merkblade back out, play another Ghosts, and you don't
This
have an
combo
issue.
is amazing.
You don't have an
It's
issue
the
where you run
first
out of
time.
Regalias.
Starting to think the
So-
problem is Ghost of Pendragon, guys.
Yeah. And like to be honest, I would have been sad if Merkblade got banned, and part of me is concerned that it hasn't been banned, but Merkblade is such a cool card in Luxum, like Xander specifically. In like Tristan, it's hard to make it work because you really need the early game prep counters, but in Xander, like Merkblade with Sadi and like some of the small allies, like really lets you do some really cool things. But yeah, in Merlin, in Crux, it's just scary. And they've been very deliberate with like Regalia that you can activate in your main phase to keep it away from Crux. Like even like Eventide Spear like has a lot of counterplay. And the other ones like Shadow's Claw, obviously. Yeah, now we got Markblade, Ghost of Pendragon. So
Maybe they should
we'll
ban
see-
Ghosts, right, David?
I mean,
Instead of Merkblade?
look, I've always been on that boat. Like, I could see that happening. Like, I've always said that I think Ghost of Pendragon is a card that if it goes, I wouldn't be too sad about it. I think. Like, I think it's a card that can open up the format for other decks. I just think it's like Ghost of Pendragon is a card that, like, when you're talking about that tunnel vision, right? When I think this is Ascent Auckland, I was with Nathan at the time, and we were like, "Oh, they're doing the dev stream, and they're gonna spoil the recollection." And they're like, "Look, this is Merlin." And then like, I remember the first thing for me, since I'm a bit of a Crux know-it-all, and I look at the designs and things like that a little bit. The first thing I noticed straight away was like, that's a Crux label and that's an Assassin label. And then the first thing that comes into my mind straight away was, Ghost of Pendragon with Merkblade. And I think that's what everyone in that room, all the, I guess, known players, the big players, was talking about that. They're like, hold up, like Merkblade, now Merkblade is definitely getting banned. Like that was literally what was going around in that room when they first kind of spoiled Merlin. And I think it's like, it is a little bit sad. Like I do think like these new Crux cards are kind of interesting. Like the Labyrinth, I think is an interesting card. I think Terminus, like trying to kill your opponent with Terminus, you move the Sheen counters, then you punch them and blow them up with the sword. Like I think that's a pretty cool thing. But is it just easier to play a 2-mana 3/4 that draws you 2 cards? And that's where I'm a little bit like, I'm a little bit torn. Like I think Ghost of Pendragon is a cool card. It's the identity of Crux at the moment as well, but it probably needs to go because everything else doesn't live up to that power level. Like everyone plays Crux because of Ghost of Pendragons, and I think that's not a good way of kind of like, I don't know, people wanting to deck build. I've always been a believer. Like you go to every tournament, like I said Ascent Auckland is going to be full of Crux, and I said Ascent Aki is going to be full of Crux. And I don't know the actual figures of it, but I'm pretty sure Crux was the highest represented deck in both those events. And that is down to one card, in my opinion.
Well, I think a lot of Crux's identity, if you want to talk about identity of advanced elements, is in drawing cards. Like the
Yeah.
original Crux was Ascension,
Sort of
and
avarice.
sort of
Sort of
avarice,
avarice.
and you just drew your entire deck in a turn. And now it's Ghost of Pendragon and Cruxite and Sword Looping with Drawn Blade, and you draw a lot of cards. Although honestly, like modern Crux, like the Lorraine list specifically, has kind of moved away from that, where you don't really need to draw a lot of cards to kill your opponent. With like
Yeah.
Fluffy Shopkeep and Rending Flames or Dev Bloat, and you just hit them till they fall over. So, I think
But it's always like they go at 7 cards. They go at 7 cards. They recollect and they go Dungeon Guide, and you go okay, banish 3, put
I
2
think
down, and you're like
I think it's part of the core issue of like of draw as like a design philosophy in a game where hand size is also ramp, where they can't print any good like draw cards for Crux, because if you give them ghosts in addition to another good draw source, like you just play both of them because one enables the other, and they both synergize either way, and you'll just play both unless it also requires you to like unless there's some kind of anti synergy also built in.
Yeah.
So
I will say though as well. I will say that like people might say then go, oh well, why don't you just give Ghost to other elements? And I think other elements will abuse Ghost of Pendragon kind of card than Crux. That's one thing I
yeah,
will
because
say.
like Crux also has the flaw of like all the other Crux cards kind of suck. Like, yes, Ascension is played. Yes, Incarnate is played. Like, yeah, Cruxite is like fine. I mean, Cruxite's a great card, but like, it's not winning you games by itself. It's not like an advanced element which can actually kill you.
Yeah.
So
Hey, there's Ensol.
Which is like
there's
the problem
Ensol,
that
you know.
yeah,
We-
Ensol
which
was
kinda-
in the deck until they figured out that the deck was better without it. So yeah, that's cool.
which then leads to that other problem, right? If you ban Crux, I mean, if you ban Ghost of Pendragon, then Crux is a dead element. They've literally killed an element because of it. So
That's fine. I've
there's
done that
pros
before.
and cons. Nah, I don't
Yeah,
want
you know,
that.
you know
There's
what's
pros
a,
and cons.
no, you know what's a dead element, David? Arcane is a dead element. You know, Neos
No,
is a dead
Arcane's
element.
good. Arcane got buffed. Arcane got buffed this year.
Windrai.
Yeah,
that's
Hyoka-
that's a
Hyoka-
Hyoka skill. That's a Hyoka skill diff. All right.
Hyoka did better than everyone. Than
Actually,
Actually, no,
Chess Club played Rai as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anarchy. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
right.
I don't think that. Yeah, I think you shot them.
I shot one of them. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you
I
shot.
apologize.
What's it called
Burner.
Burner. Yeah, Burner. Gosh, I heard like I think afterwards Burner was like he goes. I look to my left and I see Crux. I look to my right. I see Crux. I look in front of me. I see Diana. Like what the fuck is? What is this?
I'm so sorry for shooting you. I felt so bad because I was like, he's on Rai. I love Rai. And you know that there's like a meme of a Wesley Snipes. I think it's a Wesley Snipes meme, and he's like shooting, and then he's crying, tears down his eyes. Just like, yeah, that was me.
I remember I played a game. I think I won the dice roll, and I played my turn one, and then he brought out Fortuitous Spirit of Wind, and I was just like, "Oh, this game's over."
He's
But you
dead.
played Burner as well, did you?
No,
Did
no,
you
no.
guys play-
I played someone else. Some other Windrai player. Not
Okay.
part of Chess Club, I don't think. But I remember seeing Fortuitous Wind Spirit, and I was like, "Oh, GG! Like, can we go next game now or what?" Like,
Yeah, unfortunate for Rai.
Yeah, nah.
Has to be
But yeah,
Rai's
I
worst matchup.
think. Look, I will say Merkblade being 2. I just said this is just because I don't know if the new Merlin deck really needs Ghost of Pendragon. Like as much as we've been talking about this card being the best card there is in that deck, it might not need it. I think I want to give Water Merlin a bit of effort, a bit of credit. I think that deck might not actually play that card. Not as much, maybe not 4 copies, maybe like 2. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, like Merkblade, I think felt broken because everyone's talking about like, oh, you Merkblade and you just Ghost, and like I guess a lot of the counter arguments has been it's like, well, you gotta draw Ghosts, like you gotta draw the Ghosts, and maybe then like it's scarier in Fire, but then like if you're playing Fire, like you might not have the prep counters because the prep counter generators are in Wind and Water, so might be good, might be bad.
I think for
Well-
me it's scariest in Windmerlin because I think Windmerlin has been the deck that you actually like Ghosts is gatekept by the Regalia that you have out. But we'll see. And wind is also the element that kind of is best able to generate prep counters. Feels a bit weird about testing an early metagame now because I'm kind of expecting Merplay to get banned. It feels a lot like when Rile the Abyss was around at the beginning of last season, and I'm just like, do I even test because I know Rile's going to get banned? If Merkblade does get banned, and honestly, Merkblade is I feel much less strongly about Merkblade getting banned than Rile getting banned, but it does feel shades of the same thing, where it might get banned, and if it does, like, what's the point in testing Wind Merlin? If that deck is actually good, the card might just get banned.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes anyway.
More about PTM, I guess, final things, because I don't think any of us have done too much research into PTM.
We've just been cracking packs. That's what we've been doing.
Just quickly, oh yeah, we cracked recently. We actually pulled really, really good.
Really
congratulations.
good.
Congratulations to David that pulled a CUR. Alice, what number did you pull again?
11.
Wow.
CUR number 11. So
Good number.
That's in Sydney. We pulled one CUR, which, I mean, as mentioned earlier, David pulled the number 11. We pulled 5 CSRs in, again, this is a total of 3 + 6 9 cases. 5 CSRs. We pulled 4 foil URs, and we pulled 1 looking glass side.
4 foil
And
URs.
were they all champions as well? They were all champions, right? The CSRs.
One of the CSRs was not a champion. There was
Tim's one,
Chance.
then.
Chance 7 of Spades. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Tim pulled the chance. Yes.
And then the rest of them, we got 2 Merlin 2s, we got 2 Alice 2s. And everyone else was cracking, like, especially early in the night. Like, David pulled his CUR really early. He pulled his CSR pretty quickly. Tim pulled both of his CSRs pretty quickly. And me and AJ were sitting there cracking nothing for a while. And then AJ pulled the 2 CSRs in one case.
Crazy.
And I was just sitting there on my, like, second last box, just like, yeah, this is...
This is my life.
So happy for you. So happy for you
So
guys.
happy for you.
Oh, having a great time.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is like AJ was like having the worst time of his life. He was like, I'll never, why did I buy these cases? Like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, and he opens the pack and goes, guys, I think I got a CSR. It's a CSR. And he's like, oh, it's Alice. Oh, I don't know which one he pulled first. It was Merlin or Alice, one or the other. And he's like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, I love cracking packs. I want to keep cracking packs.
He's buying another case. Like, he's literally on the market looking to buy another case right now. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Tim as well. Tim cases. He had 2 CSRs in 2 cases, and he pulled 2 Lost Providence.
Yeah.
So overall, out of 22 cases that we got, we have pulled 4 Lost Providences.
That's all of that's like the entire Sydney scene. Yeah. But that's Lost Providence is proving a lot harder to pull than anything else.
Tim's pack is like good as well. Like he didn't really get any bad URs, which is kind of
He got like everything. He's crazy. Crazy good.
Tim's got insane luck, man. Insane luck with these packs. And also in Japan, when we would get the 6 packs from the Rico deck, like Tim pulled the CSR from there. I pulled the CSR from there. So
Nathan's like, must be nice.
Yeah.
I pulled kind of dry the set. Like getting 1 looking glass side is like it saves it a decent amount, but like it's definitely I think below rate.
Yeah. But I think what's below rate is the Lost Providence. This is going to be a bit scary in my opinion. Like Lost Providence
Lost
just
Providence
seems to be
definitely a card you want to pick up because it seems very difficult to pull one from cracking packs.
That's
And
very
you really
annoying.
do want one.
That's very annoying. I don't like that.
That was probably one we know. Like, put it this way. Apparently my reaction to pulling a Lost Providence was higher than me pulling a CUR. I put a Lost Providence and I was like, yes, I got it. And everyone else was like, Nathan was just pointing at my CUR and he goes, buddy.
When he pulled the CUR, he was like, cool. While we were cracking our cases, one thing that happened, which is, I don't know if Silidar rigged my boxes or what, but I cracked foil versions of all of the cards that we spoiled. So I've even just got here. I've got a foil Claim from Beyond, a foil Enveloping Soul Mist, and of course a foil Folded Shadows. And in fact, because Folded Shadows is the one that we spent so much time on, I actually have a second foil Folded Shadows. So
these are from 2 cases. This is on 2 cases, by the way.
One for my house, one for my wife. So,
They're safe now. They're safe.
That's funny.
Oh my
That's
god.
so good.
I don't know how, but it's so funny. So funny.
Poetic.
So,
Yeah.
I think we're winding down now. So I guess one last question before we move on. What are you guys building for the first few weeks of PTM? What are you excited to play? Christian, starting with you.
I think you
I
know what my
wonder.
answer is gonna be. I'm gonna be building a certain norm deck with a certain arcane element. Yeah, I'm just gonna try the new
Nom
spirit.
Gorja? Nom Gorja?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try the new ride deck. Really looking
Oh,
forward
we're
to.
back to Norm Sylvie. Storm Slime.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, get me
Um,
out of here.
But yeah, gonna try that ride deck. I think it's got some legs to stand on. I think the fact that you can go arcane side into gain 4 levels on a single turn is pretty insane. It just depends on where the meta lands as well. Yeah, whether the deck is actually good or not. I think the deck's fine. Like Rise always been an element that hasn't been Rise always a champion that hasn't been 2 element locked, so it's just depends on what flavor you want. And vanilla is a pretty good flavor, so
Oh, look at me. Look at me. Like, I complain about Crocs getting support, but Arcade, ooh, no support for us.
yeah.
Just the best spirit for my champion, that's all.
What do you mean? You got but yeah. So
Uh,
what are you gonna play, David?
I'm very interested in Fire Guardians, particularly CL. I think for Awakening is a very interesting card. I'm not. I've seen a couple of people talk about it, and like they've played like an Advent CL list version, but I'm more just trying to play a toolboxy CL deck because I think CL is very strong as a toolbox deck as well, right? Like, I'm interested. Like that's why I've been picking up. I've been picking up like alt art carders because I actually just want to, you know,
You
play
want
CL.
You want mine, David?
I do actually, yeah, because I've actually got 2 of the first ed ones, which matches your 2 altars. So then I'm gonna
Perfect.
trade them over with you
Excellent.
because I actually do want an altar arts one. So
Why do you want the alt art
and then
ones?
you'll be happy with that as well. So because I've already have first eds, right, and that's for my folder. So
This guy. Look
Yeah,
at me. I have 8 carters.
don't worry about me. I have OCD. I need cards in my folders. I don't want to. Yeah, no. I just But yeah, they're alt art. It looks kind of nice.
I bet you he's got like 4 Lost Providence as well. He's hoarding them all.
I wish I have 4 Lost Providence. Everyone's been talking about wanting to have like 3 Lost Providence, so they can play in multiple decks.
Jesus.
I don't think the card's that broken. It's a good card. I don't think it's that broken.
Yeah.
Christian's hoping it's a good card.
Yeah, I need it.
I mean,
need
Rye
to
will
buy
play it. Rye will play it.
Yeah.
I will play this card, yes. But yeah, I'm interested in the Fire Guardian. The other deck I'm interested in is like Water Merlin. But again, I don't really want to be falling to the go like, oh, I just play Ghost of Pendragon. I think I just want to play Merlin with the Labyrinth. So I'm kind of interested in the whole spell spling and like, I don't know, Merlin being an arcane champion, I guess. Just slinging like 40 damage to face.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. What about you, Nathan? What's your
Um,
Win Luxem?
I want to find a wind deck that is strong, that is not called Wind Serio. And I'm willing to try any champion, anything as long as it's wind and it's good. And I mean, I think wind will always find a way to be relevant in the metagame. So I'm not
Are you
too worried about that. And push come to shove, if the worst happens, I'll just play Serio. Because that deck is so broken. Like, that deck is crazy strong.
Well,
So,
do you not think Win Merlin beats that deck? Because you could just play Ensnaring Fumes, right? And you're pretty much the same kind
Wind
of.
Merlin kind of struggles with prep counters. Like, it's not actually that easy to get a lot of prep counters in Wind Merlin. Because you kind of have to play the Sheen package stuff. Like, I've tried building... So, one of the first decks that I'm looking at is Wind Merlin. And I was kind of expecting Merkblade to get banned. So, I was gonna play like Wind Merlin with like Old Merlin, where you play Assassin level 1, and then you go to either level 2, and then you go to Warrior Mage level 3, and then you can play Slice and Dice with your 3 prep counters, and the Merlin level 3 effects, like +2 power with Vorpal Sword, so you're hitting for like 19 damage with just Slice and Dice. Yeah, it's really interesting to build Merlin with Merkblade, because you kind of have to choose if you're going to use your prep counters on Mercblade or if you want to save your prep counters for Slice and Dice. And you can't really do both. You just don't have enough prep
So
counters.
Windwalker Boots doesn't make that list.
You can. I just think it's really slow.
Yeah, well, I think it's actually like I don't know. I feel like that deck could be the new way we play Tristan. The way like we like to play Tristan, right? You could also play Mastermind Scheme. Like that card might be a actual proper card.
Possible.
Yeah,
It's really
probably
interesting to build because you need to balance prep counters with Gleam counters.
See, I think you might ignore the whole Sheen. That's what I'm saying. Like
Sure.
you might, you're literally playing like the old Warrior Mage Merlin, but you've now got a strong defensive spell, and you've got Ghost of Pendragons, and you've got Slice and Dice now as your kill card.
The problem with that is that Assassin level 2 really sucks if you can't get the draw. And it's like, it's really quite difficult to get the draw if you have no Shin counters. So like, you kind of want to play some Shin counters to get the draw. And then the problem with going to Mage level 2 is that you go to Mage level 2, you turn off all of your Assassin class bonuses, like really early. Like you turn off your Windwalker Boots, you turn off your like Fast Speed Surveil the Winds, like all of that prep generation. It's a really, really interesting compromise. Again, like it's difficult for me to want to put more time into building it when like Mercblade could get banned. And if Mercblade gets banned, like I'm wasting my time.
Okay, nah, but that's cool. That's a very interesting deck anyway. We're definitely, again, it just shows that we're all three different people, and we just like to play three different kinds of decks. So, nah,
And
it'll
I'm glad none of us mentioned the Tri-Castles deck.
I don't think it's that good. I'm a bit sorry. Oh, I'll take that back. I think that card is scary, but I don't think it's consistent enough. I don't think there's a way for it to be like I consistently get it. It's a high rolly deck in my opinion, and at that point you might as well play like other high rolly decks.
That's fair.
No, but you can play it in Fire, David, and you can generate a Wild the Abyss, and then you can play Tri-Castles.
Yeah. This is probably going to be a long episode, but thanks for sticking around. I hope you like all the stuff we talked about today. Make sure you like and subscribe to our videos. We're trying, obviously, from now until Christmas kind of thing. Like we'll try to push a bit more. We've got a bit more time. There's no real tournaments and things like that. So we're trying to push more content out as soon as possible. Nathan's going to start working on his Diana deck tech. I'm actually going to try to do a deck tech as well, if I can. And I think Christian also wants to do one as well. So yeah, we've got a couple of things coming up. So yeah, just keep a lookout at our channel. Yeah, but please comment down below and tell us what you guys want us to talk about. So until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.